Good morning. How are y'all doing today? It is a very, very rainy Saturday here in Tennessee, but what better time to be doing some reading of this book that involves a storm? So, it kind of works out. Already got some friends here in the chat. Hi, Ian. Welcome. Irene, Rachel, Jess. So happy to have you guys here this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for all of you. Yeah. See, it has been so dry here lately with and we've also been having our transition to pollen where everything is a faint shade of yellow. So the rain is very much appreciated because it is washing away all of the nasty, gross allergies outside. Okay. Can't stand pollen season where it gets everywhere. It gets on everything. And it's not even like a pretty shade of yellow. It's like booger yellow, if that's even a color. I don't know. But how are y'all doing? I'd love to know. It's literally rained like twice. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess, that's kind of like a drier area. So I guess that makes sense. But I would not survive because it's always so just like humid and whatever here. I would dry up like a raisin, I feel. Raining here too, but there's still snow on the ground. That's crazy. So it's raining on top of the snow. That is wild. Excuse me. But if you don't know what I'm going to be doing today, I am going to be continuing to take notes on this lovely little book that I printed out. This is the book that I wrote last November, Project Terms and Conditions. And so we're just going to keep on with our read through, keep taking notes. My goal is to kind of be wild and crazy and finish this whole read through today. And that might mean us having an extra long stream today. Unless there are other people that are going to be streaming, then I'll stop streaming and I'll just go and support someone else. So if we know of someone else that is streaming at some point today, let me know. And that way I'm not stepping on anybody's stream, I want to make sure we can all be seen and supported around here, around these parts. I'm supposed to get some rain and storms here first thing tomorrow morning, like 6 a.m. Yeah, it is. I feel like it has been raining for 3 days. We did have a break yesterday. It didn't rain yesterday, but it rained Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yesterday was a break, and then it's back to raining the rest of the weekend here. So just a mess. Continuing to write book 6, 7K in so far. It's going pretty slowly. Hey, that's okay. Because right now you're having to wrap up all of these threads that you've introduced throughout the first 5 books. So, it's tough out here. It is tough out here. This is the second time. Hold, please. So with the Ghostwriters Club, I did. Oh, what is she doing? There we go. I did print out the first draft. I can't remember if this is the first draft or if this was. This has to be the first draft. Maybe. I can tell by reading the chapter 1. Oh yeah, this is draft 1. Wow. Anyway, I did it like this. I did like the FedEx situation where you can upload your thing and they print it out, spiral bound it or whatever for you. And I did that for that one, but I never actually wrote in it because this was the first draft of any book that I ever finished, and I was scared of messing it up. But since this is my second book, I don't care about messing this first draft up. I'm not as sentimental about it. But so yes, I do always print it out physically after draft one, just because I feel like it's nice to go from like, let's see it in a different medium. So instead of having like a screen, like seeing it on a screen, like how I wrote it, I prefer to see it the next time on like paper or some sort of like physical something that I can like write on. One, because it gives my eyes a break from looking at a screen, and two, I don't know, there's something about just like taking a red pen to some paper, that just really makes you feel powerful. So that was a very long-winded way to say yes. But I did actually get some more copies in the mail, the ones that I'm doing for my pre-order giveaway. So for those of you that haven't seen like the final, there's the front, the spine, and then the back. So pretty, so pretty. And like all of the chapter like pages have the skull in the background. It's so pretty. I just love looking at it. It makes me so happy. I'm like, wow, you really wrote a real book, bro. Like, that's crazy. I still just stare at it sometimes because it still doesn't feel real. But anyway, been a rainy week except for yesterday. Same. Working on my feature screenplay. Ooh, that sounds like so much fun. Margot, hello, welcome. Hi, Jade. Happy to have you here this morning. Thank you. Feel like my draft one has a ton of places where I just added notes, like research this. So I think I need to do all of that. Yeah. And sometimes like, because I'm sure I haven't found one yet, but I'm sure I have a moment where I'm like, I have a bracket moment, And so, but what I'm doing is if I find a bracket moment, I highlight it. Excuse me. And I have a like a research checklist kind of situation. So basically every bracket thing that I highlight that I have to look up something about, I add it to that list so I can basically sit down and do all of my research at once instead of like, because if I keep bouncing between document internet, I'm going to get distracted by something. I will end up into a YouTube watching binge spiral moment. So I have to limit myself because ADHD. Okay. But yeah, so that's how I kind of do my research task is I just go all the way through, make a master research list, and then I usually take that and I just end up making like a bullet document with like whatever I needed to research, and then like a paragraph or like a link to a website that tells you about it or something. And I just keep that there. That way, whenever I'm going back and I'm filling in all of these blanks, I'm pulling up whatever I need to pull up to make sure that I'm being as accurate as possible or as factual as possible. That's kind of why I'm really excited to start my fantasy book, because I don't have to do any research because I made the world in my brain. So the world can do whatever I want it to do, literally. So, it'll be a fun little change of pace from doing these 2 thrillers that I'm working on. So, hello, Evelyn. Welcome. Oh, thank you. You're very welcome. What are we all drinking? I am drinking a very large iced coffee. We were out of coffee at the house, and so I literally had to get up, shower, all that stuff, and then drive to Starbucks just to get some black coffee and bring it home to make it the way I wanted to have it. Is how extra is that? But I also did get a bagel, so because I love a Starbucks bagel. Also, everyone, Duchess says hello. Let me move the camera down. Hi, Duchess. She wants, yep. Okay, come on. Just for a minute. She wants to come crawl up in my lap. Hope you all don't mind. Hold on, you're going to... Just don't lay on my microphone. There we go. All righty. Ooh, iced latte. Love to see it. Lemonade. About to make some espresso. Is it that meat espresso? Sabrina Carpenter? Oh, heck yeah. Man, there is something about a glass of chocolate milk that really just hits different. It really does. Just water for now. Yeah, once I make it through this iced coffee, I will be transitioning over into some water. Same. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have ever done this or tried this or whatever. I'm sure. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. I feel like a lot of people do it, but for my coffee, because I am horrible about eating breakfast, I will use my protein shake as like my coffee creamer instead of using like just regular coffee creamer. Because one thing about me, I don't drink black coffee. That's gross. That is bitter bean water. Okay. So I like to use my protein shakes because it makes the coffee taste delicious and 30 grams of protein. So it's like I'm getting my breakfast, I'm getting my protein and my caffeine all in one go. It's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. It really does. Because like sometimes I forget that I have free will and I can literally just go to the grocery store and get a gallon of chocolate milk and some cake anytime I want to. And no one can tell me no because it's my money. And if I want to buy cake and chocolate milk and eat that every day for a week, I will and I can. Uh, so being an adult sometimes has its perks. And that is definitely one of them. Free will to go to the grocery store and buy all the sweets and desserts and just live your best life. It really is. I love that. I love that. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't shared my little Flocus dude. We gotta do that. All right, there we go. But oh, cutest kitty goes to Duchess. Oh man, you better tell him. Yeah, I feel like one of those mafia people. So you come to me on the night of my daughter's wedding. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Working on scene cards and storyboards. Ooh. Yes, I love my sweatshirt. Hold, please. Mwah. Come on, let go. Let me see if I can position myself to where you can see the back of it. Yeah, kinda. There we go. Oh yeah, well, with my little kitty cat. But yes, this is actually one of the sweatshirts that I am is one of the prizes in the giveaway if you win the pre-order giveaway. So I have this one, and then I have my blue one that I've worn also before, and that one's more of just like a university sweatshirt for the academy, the fake academy that I made up. But yeah, so this is one of the items, and it's so cozy. I wear it all the time because like the inside of it is like this really like soft material, and it's just, I mean, it's a cozy sweatshirt, and I love a cozy sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you so much. And I'm very proud of it. And because I've never designed my own merch before, and obviously like the pieces were like pulled from my actual like book cover, and my cover designer ended up, making me a couple of like promo like PNGs where like it's like the cover, but it was like rearranged so it would like fit like a wider area, kind of like the back of my sweatshirt. And so he sent me that, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. And then I wanted to have this little ghosty dude to be on the front because you're a member of the Ghostwriters Club if you have the sweatshirt. So fun stuff, fun stuff. I love it. But if you don't know about the giveaway, there's literally a free one where you can win a free signed copy of my book, which I have ordered, and they have all come in. Also, it's just really cool to just see like a stack of your own book Like, who who is he? Who is this? This is so fun. But yeah, three of these are the ones that will be. These three are for the giveaway that will be going out to whoever does the Instagram thingamajig. And then the fourth one is just for me because I ended up giving my only other copy away to my grandma when she came to visit this past weekend. There we go. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Right? Cody, the author. Yeah. I'll always be a writer, you know? And so, because I'm not going through a name rebrand. I did think about it. I did think about it. But I was like, nah, that's too much. That's a little too extra, you know? For me, at least. I feel like we need that little post-it in sticker form so we can all declare being members of the Ghostwriters Club. Listen, I might be able to make that happen in the future. That'd be fun. Because right now I have, as far as like merch stuff, I have the 2 sweatshirts, I have the coffee mug, bookmark, signed book plate. And it's not like related to the Ghostwriters Club, but I did design like a little like tote bag situation that is also included in the giveaway. But it's not specifically Ghostwriters Club. It says it's got like a typewriter on the front of it, and it says, "This is my writing bag," because I feel like most of my audience are readers as well as writers, because that's what I talk about here on the internet. So I figure, who wouldn't love a cute little writing bag, you know? But yeah, all those things are included. Man, the vibes of this rain is really doing it for me. Like, I feel so excited and pumped to jump into this story. I am on chapter 9. I don't know if I already told you guys that or if I told that to the vlog. But yeah, what do you say we get started? Because I'm excited. The rain is raining, the book is booking, and I'm excited. I'm just feeling real inspired today. So yeah, I hope y'all are ready because we're probably going to be, I don't know, we might end up doing 3 40-minute sprints if you guys are down for something like that. Okay? Because I want to get as far as possible as I can this morning before I take my first break so I can finish this up probably after lunch. We shall see. We shall see. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and get our first 40-minute timer started. So, starting the timer now. Best of luck. Happy writing, reading, whatever it is you do. Do it with a smile, and I'll see you in 40 minutes. You're welcome. All right, friends. How did we do? There we go. I had to find my YouTube video that was still playing my rain sounds. Hello, LDJ. Happy you got to join. Miley got to join. Glow Llama, welcome, friends. How we doing? How far did I get? I am almost done with chapter 12. And I did pretty good then. How many chapters did I just read? Hold please. I think I started on 9. So I did 9, 10, 11. I'm almost done with 12. I almost got 4 chapters. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, that's where I left off. Boop. Oh, hello, Tammy. Welcome. Margot got 747 words, getting some dictating practice in. Ooh, so fun. So fun. Went by too quick. Oh, I read over the things I did yesterday. That was a very fast 40 minutes. I have to agree. But it's fine because we got at least one more, maybe 2. And if we're crazy, maybe 3. You know, you never know. I might be a little unhinged. 302 words. Good start to the day. Very nice, Irene. Did a little bit since you just joined. Very nice. Jade got 650 words. Awesome. Man, we're all killing it on this lovely Saturday. Ooh, it looks like the rain's slowing down for a little bit out there. Rachel got 154. It's a slow morning. Hey, that's fine because we're just getting started. We are just getting started. Oh man, y'all, that coffee is so good. Puppy decided she wanted to cuddle, so we took a nap. Hey, I get it. This cat that you see here, the reason she looks so upset is because she keeps trying to get in my lap. But the way that I'm sitting at my desk and like hunched over my notebook and stuff like this, she's not happy with that. She wants more room, and I just can't give that to her right now because I'm working. So that's why she looks so upset. Goofy cat. Got 477 words, almost done with chapter 2. Oh, congratulations, Ryan. That is amazing. Is this a first draft or are you doing like revisions? Also, yeah, drop really quick. If you are, what stage of the process you're in? If you're drafting, brainstorming, outlining, revision, I'm just curious of what stage we're all in. Like formatting, I don't know. Is anyone doing doing that? Yes, you do need to make yourself some coffee. I agree. Also, if you guys have any questions about literally anything writing related, publishing, revision, drafting, whatever, drop it in the chat. We'll talk about it. All right, let's see. We got a draft 1. Okay, a lot of people are drafting so far today. Very nice. Obviously, as you know, I am in the revision stage. Draft 1, very nice. Just got done outlining. Read some books for the toddler. There's a sweet picture book about a dog getting ready for his new best friend. I don't even like dogs when babies and dogs are friends. I do cry because I am human. I love that. Irene is drafting, going total pantsing with a few milestones in my head, but it's taken this long to actually get a project started. Hey, the hardest part is starting. So, slay. Drafting draft 1 of Sleeping Beauty retelling for the Rough Draft Challenge. It's double down day today. Ooh, what does that mean? What is double down day? Does that mean like you're doing like double the amount of time working, or you're trying to get like double the words? I'm curious. What does a double down day entail? Drafting a new short story. Love. I have 3 projects currently. Sci-fi is draft 2, but I'm working on a comedy that's first draft. I love that. And also I just love that you have like 2 very different genres, like sci-fi and comedy. Like that's so fun. I live. Double your word count goal. Okay, slay. We love a double down day. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it to the end of this book by the end of this weekend. That way I can take a few days to kind of read through and see. Oh, what is that? Apparently I had something highlighted in here. What did I highlight? Hold. Is there any more? That's it. What a weird sentence to be highlighted. I'll read it to you, totally out of context. And this is like not even where I'm at. I'm currently on page 43 out of 100 and something. Like 150-ish, maybe? I don't know. I can't turn pages. 148. So I still have a little over 100 pages to work through, but it's fine. We're going to do it because we just are. But okay, now I got to go back and find that highlighted. There it is. Okay, so here's the sentence that I randomly highlighted in this draft. I don't know why. Through the doorway, the chairs that once rested their legs on the floor now stand on top of the table as if spooked by something scurrying across their feet. Don't know why I highlighted that, but I did. So I guess maybe once I get closer, I'll realize why I did that. But that's kind of a fun little sentence. The chairs being spooked and ending up on top of the table. Yeah, sci-fi is a dark thriller sci-fi, and the comedy is, well, a comedy. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there was a little moment. I'll share something that I circled in an earlier page that I thought I really liked. Oh, here we go. This is from Andrew's perspective, the dad's perspective. My parents wanted me to have a better life than they did, and part of that was instilling this constant need to improve. Each milestone wasn't met with celebration and warm words telling me how proud they were. Instead, it was met with yet another goal, another mountain for me to climb, taller and more challenging. This has followed me into my adult life, and I wish more than ever that I could turn it off. And I was like, oh, love that. I forgot I wrote that. Kind of ate that. Ate it up. But yes, if you guys want to share any lines of stuff that you just drafted or are working on, feel free to do so because I love reading your lines because you're all amazing writers. Your cat is so funny. Just yeah, and now she's biting at her fingernails. She's, just doing her thing, and we love to see it. What's that book called? My Remember Days coming up, and I want to get her. Oh yeah, drop the book. Book rec. Also, hi Tiara, welcome. Happy to have you here on this lovely Saturday. Let's see if there's any other little fun tidbits that I highlighted and might want to share. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Good Lord. I had a little moment at the end of an Andrew chapter that made me LOL. He's leaving his son's school, and the woman at the front desk says, "Have a great day." The woman at the front desk says, as I pass by, I turn and give her a look, doubt it, and then I leave. Oh, Andrew is kind of an ass, and I love him for that because he's so real for that. Like, what a great response. Someone telling you to have a good day and you look at them and you say, doubt it. I feel like you've talked about it before, but what camera are you using that it follows you and auto zooms and all that? So it's actually just the camera that's built into my iMac. So it has the feature on here. It is called Center Stage. So on my little Apple camera, if I turn on Center Stage, then it follows me around and does all the things. But I'm pretty sure you can do that on any like newer Apple product, like Mac, like laptop, phone, whatever. Um, but it's just a little setting that I have turned on called Center Stage. Ooh, last line. Ooh, I'm sorry, Kitty. I just elbowed you in the face. He softly grazed the back of my arm with his fingers before stepping out of the elevator. Ooh, not a gentle graze. We love that. Not really. That box is mostly filled with blankets and quilts, he said as he walked up and held out his hand to her. I'd recommend you hold on. These tunnels can get confusing. We love to see it. Yes, we love Andrew. Andrew is sassy, and we love Andrew for that. A sudden heaviness overtook his features, his countenance sinking as the skin about his mouth and brow took on an oppressive weight. Wow. That is a loaded sentence right there. Like that's tea. I need to go and eat, so I'll be missing the next sprint. That is okay. You need to go and fuel your body and mind because that is important. Okay. I wonder if my Dell does that or has that. I don't know. It's built into the like little FaceTime features on it just became built in. I didn't download it or do anything special. It just came with the computer. Leo smiled at Odell, and she smiled back, knowing without any words needing to pass by, the girls felt the same way. Oh, I love that. This was the dress. Are they getting married? Are they picking out a wedding dress? Or is this for like a party? Is it like a pretty dress for a party? That's tea. But where do the tunnels lead? We need to know. Yes, we do need to know. And why are they in some tunnels? Like, what are they doing down there? Oh, hello, Malin. Welcome. Yes, just in time for line sharing. Indeed. Loaded for real. Historical Regency fiction is a real challenge. You know what? I love that. You and Meredith E. Phillips, y'all need to like do a little something, like a little collab or something, because y'all are the two main people that I know that write like Regency, like historically accurate Regency stuff. I just recently watched her most recent brainstorming video, and just all of the newspaper clippings that she has, the layouts of the houses that are around that time. Like she goes heavy on the research. So I love that. Ooh, okay, Royal Ball. We love that. Romantasy. Okay, that's so fun. Oh. There's a few reasons I never travel to alpha-tagged planets. First, they're always infested with the most dangerous fauna and flora in the galaxy, hence the alpha tag. And second, due to said dangerous fauna and flora and the sweet, sweet promise of monetary rewards from various private corporations, they attract the worst idiots from Earth too. I don't know what this is. That's the first line of your sci-fi project. That is a great first line, because immediately I have so many questions and I want to know more. So that's a slay. I love that. Because I'm like, first of all, who is this person that is going to an alpha tagged planet that is infested with dangerous fauna and flora? And I want to know that like Earth 2, like there's a second Earth. I need to know more about that. Monetary rewards. So I'm assuming that whoever we're following is some sort of like mercenary merc person that is doing tasks for monetary rewards. But like the stakes have already been set. I know it's dangerous and I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. Oh, I mean, who doesn't love Meredith? She is a queen. We must protect her at all costs. I love Meredith so much. Yes, so helpful. So helpful. Also, for anyone that is like pursuing TradPub and all that kind of stuff, she does great content surrounding querying. Like, I think she's literally on season 2 of her Querying Chronicles. So If you are a trad pub person or a Regency romance person, Meredith is a slay. She's a queen. Say less. That is what I will be doing directly following this stream. That's all you had to say. It's called Project Alien, and it's going to be a space horror with zombies and a side romance a la The Mummy with a himbo. I love all of those words that you just said. So sign me up. Zombies in space with a little dash of romance. The Mummy with a himbo. Like, come on. Come on. I love that. That feels like almost like to me, that sounds like a butter book. It has like a lot of like my favorite tropes. I mean, because we have space, horror, zombies, dash of romance, The Mummy, himbo. Like, hello. I love everything about that. And yeah, go ahead and put me on the wait list to be an early reader, beta reader, whatever you need. Sign me up because that sounds like so much fun, and I want to read that just based on your first line alone. Every time I hear about these space fools, I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Shout out to Thunk for being my himbo in my fantasy world. But he's more than a himbo. He has feelings. He just doesn't know how to express them because he's had to fight his whole life and protect people that should have been protecting him. Oh, dang, that just hurt my own feelings saying that. Wow. Anyway, literally squealing. OMG, yes, Thunk. I love Thunk. All of these characters are going to break my heart in one way or the other, and I'm not ready for that. Right? Get like, ow. Wait, okay. Why does my camera keep zooming over to the door? Like, do you see this happening? Like, is there a ghost in the room with us? Hello? Like, what is happening? Is it catching Duchess, maybe? Like, what are you doing? My face is right here, but it keeps going over by the door. Anyway, that's creepy. Oh, and now there's a cat back in my lap. Oh, that's so funny. Not Bluey stealing the spotlight and Pikachu. Like, that's so rude. Yes, himbo with feelings. It's a ghost. I hope there's not. I mean, but if there is, I hope they are at least benevolent. That's the good one, right? Yeah. I know words, I think. Yeah, malevolent is definitely evil. So benevolent, I feel like, yeah. Anyway, I know words. My brain is mush today. But it's fine. We're fighting through it. Fighting the good fight. That is so funny. Alrighty, friends. Well, what do you say we jump into our second 40-minute sprint? Because I am raring to keep going in this here story to see how far we can get. Okay, it's a ghost. That's funny, right? Like if I was in a house and a ghost was trapped in a house and they killed me, I would literally square up on them in the afterlife. I'd be like, what'd you do that for? Like, you really are you mad, bro? I really would. I'd square up on somebody in the afterlife if they came into my own home. Oh, they were lonely. I mean, we can hang out. We can be friends. I would just like to keep breathing. You know, like let's stay friends and hang out, but like be chill about it. You know, me talking to a ghost. Just be chill, bro. Like it's cool. It's cool. Like no one has to die here. There's a story there. You know, there might be. That's kind of fun. Well, I mean, I am actually, I mean, I'm working on this story right now, which is I am, I guess, marketing it as a paranormal thriller. Okay, not the thumbs up. Did you see that thumbs up? Did I do that? What is going on this day? What is going on this day? They want to write too. They really do. We can be friends. I just like to keep breathing. Exactly. Like we can talk about it. It's not that serious. But anyway, I have rambled enough. Our second 40 minutes is on the clock. Let's go ahead and mark that off. Okay, 40 minutes, everyone. Happy writing, reading, whatever it is you're going to be doing. Do it with a smile. I'll see you in 40. Good luck. All right, friends. That's the second sprint done. How did you do? I made it to chapter 15. So I got another few chapters in. And I do have to say, I mean, obviously I'm finding a lot of things that need to be like fleshed out or fixed or making sure that they remain consistent and stuff like that. But for the most part, like I'm kind of into this story. Like I really enjoy it. And I forgot a lot of things because obviously I haven't looked at this in 5 months. So, I spent a lot of time away from it and I was so focused on getting the Ghostwriters Club ready for like publishing and all that stuff that I erased this book from my mind pretty much. And so like there's a lot of things that I'm discovering for the first time and I feel like I'm really able to read this as a reader and not necessarily the person that wrote it. So that's nice. I'm enjoying the process of reading this as a reader because I can be more, what's the word? Like it's not as close to the chest. It doesn't hurt as much to slather it in red ink. And so, yeah, I'm really enjoying this process. Normally, I'm not a big fan of revision, but I'm really enjoying this. This is also the longest I've taken between drafts of a book. So maybe this is the method of like drafting a book in the winter time and then letting it rest while I polish up the book that I wrote the previous year. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out our the way things work. Oh, excuse me. All right, let me catch back up. We had a couple people join. We had Amina join on literally the best line of anything that I have said all day. Also, Tia landed in. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Margot got 653 words. Slay. Also, Irene came back from lunch, ready to go. Slay. We love to see it. Made lunch, fed my kiddos, and started to brainstorm an event. Ooh, so fun. Glow Llama, almost 200 words. Finished editing my vlog, and it's way too long. So now I'm trying to cut it down and adding music to the B-roll. Ooh, but is there really such a thing as a writing vlog that's too long? I love me, and I feel like recently, especially like Alyssa in the books, she's been posting like extra long like writing vlogs and I'm here for it. I love the long form content. Give me just like 50 minutes of you just talking about your book and your writing and all that stuff and I will eat it up all day long. Okay. Rachel got 288, very nice. Jade got 601. I do find that waiting a while makes it easier to revise. Otherwise, I never want to cut anything. Yeah, right now I am just like circling paragraphs. I'm like, this needs to be moved around. This needs to be cut. What is this sentence? Like, do you know how to write? There's only a couple like that where I'm like, I can definitely tell that this was fast drafted. But the story and the structure of it so far is I think is working. It's just going to need, definitely going to need some polishing, some rearranging, but that's what we're here for. We're here to figure that out. 49 minutes. Listen, love that. It's the whole outline for Project Alien. First time I'm being transparent, the whole process and talking through every spoiler, etc. Sorry, not me yawning in the middle of reading that. I'm so sorry. But that's so fun. I love that. I try to share as much as I can, but I don't want to spoil everything because like that's the best part of reading a thriller. Like if you know how it ends, it kind of takes away the whole thriller part of it. But I feel like, sorry, I'm fixing my socks and talking at the same time. But I feel like with a Project Alien, I'm like sci-fi kind of stuff. I am usually reading a sci-fi or really any kind of sci-fi fantasy, because I want to know how the world works and all of that stuff. So as far as like me knowing the plot, that almost gives me permission to really dive more into all of the world building details that are dropped in. because I'm not having to focus on following the story as much, which I do enjoy. So that's exciting. I love that. I can't wait to see it. When is it going live? Because I will set a reminder. The story is yes, the story is working. That is a win. I totally agree. And I'm really enjoying the because this one has two main POVs. The Ghost Writers Club has one main POV, but you do get POV chapters from the other main characters in the book. So there are technically 6 different POVs that you get to read from, but the main story is like the present day story is following one POV pretty much. But this one is fun because it is straight up dual POV. We got a 30-year-old, a 10-year-old. And so it's just really fun. And I'm really enjoying the miscommunication kind of vibe that I have going between the two of them because, there's whenever I guess I approached it from like, real family and that kind of stuff because kids don't want to tell their parents everything because they're afraid of getting in trouble. And then parents don't tell their kids everything because they're trying to protect them from the truth. And so playing on both of those and just there's all of these crazy things that are starting to happen. And one doesn't want to bring it up to the other one because Thomas doesn't want to get in trouble. And Andrew doesn't want Thomas to know the things that he did in the book. For example, one of the first things that happen is there's, a stuffed animal that is found in a closet whenever they're moving into this house. And Andrew, the dad, takes the teddy bear to like put it through the washer and clean it because, he doesn't know where that bear has been, how long it's been in this house, who had it. Like, it's just a dirty, gross stuffed animal. And he's kind of a germaphobe. So he's like, let me wash it for you and we'll take care of it. But then he ends up just like throwing the teddy bear away in the trash can because he's like, I'll take Thomas. We'll get him a new stuffed animal from the store. Like, I'm not going to, whatever, not going to let him have this stuffed animal that might have diseases on it. Right. And so Andrew, but the very next day while Thomas is at school, the teddy bear is in his backpack. And so Andrew doesn't want to ask Thomas if he went digging through the trash can to get the teddy bear because he doesn't want Thomas to know that he threw the teddy bear away. And so it's really just like playing on that miscommunication. Like they're not telling each other everything, even though they literally live together. And it's just a really fun dynamic to play on of that child parent relationship and how that can, affect the communication and the information from being transferred between the two main characters. And so it's just a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm getting really excited to polish this book up and start getting some early readers and some early feedback from other people on it. Because obviously I have plenty of notes that I'm finding myself, but once I get at least all of these somewhat implemented and maybe do like a very, very, very light line edit, that's when I'm going to start looking for like early readers, beta readers. And once I send that out while people are reading it, giving feedback, we're going to get into finishing our outline of the first fantasy book. So that is kind of like, that's the game plan as of this moment. Our biggest focus right now is project terms and conditions, getting that ready to be sent to some critique partners and all that stuff. And and then from there, we're going to start outlining and getting ready, gearing up for our fantasy series, which is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to write that. Let me catch up on the chat because I was in fact yapping. Okay, post it in the next sprint if there isn't one after the stream. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing at least one more sprint because I'm just vibing. I'm having a good time and I want to keep going. And I just want to latch on to that motivation while it's here and take advantage of it as most as I can. Yes, it is quite a bit, but I love it because it's just a moment for you to transport inside of another character's head for a little moment, especially in Ghostwriters Club. Obviously, in this one, it's a lot of back and forth. So you spend a lot of time, a lot of chapters with both of these main characters. But in the Ghostwriters Club, you really only get one sort of kind of two chapters that are specific to each of the main characters. So that's so fun. Oh my gosh, just look at the word count for the chapter you're on. 3,800 words. That is awesome. That is a thick chapter, and we love to see it. Wait, but did the teddy bear get possessed and go into that bag all by itself or something? You'll just have to wait and find out, because I know how the teddy bear got there. But that is for me to know and for you to read at some point. But I'm not saying no. So do with that information what you will. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one for sure. And it's the first like story that I have like really gotten to write that involves ghosts and fun spooky things. Like this is almost, I wouldn't say, because people were asking me when I was drafting it if it's like borderline horror, and I don't feel like it is scary or there are any scenes that are grotesque enough for it to be considered horror. So I'm just sticking to paranormal thriller, because obviously it is thrilling as things are unfolding in the house and you are seeing things being moved around or, tampered with. And it's one of those kind of vibes where the main character is like, am I going crazy or are things actually happening, There are so many ways. I mean, there are Facebook groups, there are Discords. I know CK and Dami have a Discord that is overflowing with writers from all kinds of genres and things like that. And they have a specific channel on there for, finding beta readers. And I think they even have it broken up into categories as well. Like they have like people that, fantasy, romance, thrillers, mysteries. So that is a good resource. Also, back to Meredith E. Phillips. She has a beta like matchup situation over on her channel that she has started. So that is another fun place to check out. Usually for me, I just end up saying it in either a live stream or a video that I post where I'm like, hey, I'm looking for beta readers. You can, and I usually end up making like a little Google form, just like a little interest form. I did the same thing for my ARC reviewers for Ghostwriters Club, where basically I was just like, tell me your name. Obviously, I need your email. And then I just ask like, are you familiar with the genre? What are some of your favorite titles in the genre? And I usually just ask, because usually I do have like a timeline that I'm looking for. And usually it's about a month that is the timeline of like, hey, are you able to read and submit all of your feedback within the next month? And those are usually the only questions that I ask. And then from there, I just kind of go through and look at all the answers to see who would be the best fit. And then I select my people from there, and bada bing, bada boom. That is how I do it. But there are so many places just readily available. So highly recommend Meredith E. Phillips beta matchup, and then CK and Dami's Discord, which I'm pretty sure those Discords and the Meredith's matchup are usually listed in their descriptions or somewhere on their channel. So definitely go check it out for sure. Trying to self-publish my first novel. My English teacher who pushed me to write it said I shouldn't worry too much, but I am stressing. It's readable according to my beta readers, but still. That's exciting though. And the fact that you're so young and you're already trying to self-publish your first novel, that's pretty amazing. So you should be very proud of yourself. And if, your beta readers, if you trust them, then if you trust them to give, valid feedback and not just like, hype you up just to hype you up, That's also how I like to select my critique partners. Like, you can critique anything you want because if it's a valid critique, I will absolutely take it. I say it all the time, but I had one specific early beta reader for the Ghostwriters Club, and that specific beta reader was quite harsh on the story. But if not for their harsh critiques, because all the critiques were valid, if not for their harsh critiques, this book would not be what it is today. So, maybe find you someone that's going to be brutally honest with you. And because, that's what you want. You don't want someone to just tell you it's good, because that's how you see. I kind of always compare it to the people that you see on American Idol that they show that are just have no business being there. And it's because people have lied to them and told them, like, oh my gosh, you're so great. You're such a star. Your voice is beautiful. And then they go and audition and it is a mess. So I always recommend finding you at least like a small group of people who, while yes, you are colleagues, you are friends, you are whatever, they will still give you valid criticism and will, not beat around the bush and tell you exactly what needs to be fixed, changed, whatever. So, highly recommend that. Have you read Alex North books? Also, although they're thrillers, he often plays with Could It Be a Ghost, though? I have not, but maybe I need to because those might be some good comps for this book. Okay, Simone St. James books for some actual ghosts. Hold on, I'm about to pull up a something because I need to remember that. Let's see, Alex North. Do you have a specific book that you recommend that you really enjoyed by Alex North? Because I would love to know. Oh, The Whisper Man. Okay. Oh, okay. The audiobook's only 99 cents right now. We love to see that. Okay, The Whisper Man and The Shadows. Also, these book covers are awesome. I love these covers. And the fact I love the Whisper Man's cover because it's like here, I'll show you. Will it let me? Like, look at this cover. Like, it's got like the handprint, but it's like a butterfly. That's so fun. And then like the shadows, the hand, are you kidding? Like, it's very stark imagery and I really enjoy it. But my goodness, he is proud of his Kindle books. I tell you that right now. Is he traditionally published or is this a self-published person? Oh, there's so many. The Man Made of Smoke. Is this not out yet? Oh, May 13th. Okay. Slay. We love to see it. Okay. Trad Pub. Heard. The Sundown Motel. The Book of Cold Cases. Ooh, okay. I'm going to create another little tab and Simone St. James. Oh, hey, girl. Okay. Okay, now I have both of them pulled up on my Amazon, and I will do more research into that a little later. But I think it is time for all of us to lip sync for our lives. Sprint number 3 on the clock. Best of luck to all of you, and I'll see you in 40 minutes. All right, that was 40 minutes. How did you guys do? Hello, Guy Writer. Welcome. Happy to have you sneaking in. How does it feel to be so close to, if not already published? It feels not real. Because I mean, technically the book is done. It's, where it's going to be, but it actually releases April 29th. So I feel like it's going to start feeling real when I start seeing people sharing posts of like the book and stuff like in their hands. It's going to be crazy. But I'm so excited. It's so fun. And it's also kind of like also motivating me to work through this second book. So it's very fun, very fun. I lied, the video's still processing, so it'll be up in 2 minutes. Hey, that'll give me something to do right when this stream's over. So sign me up. Hi, Glow Llama. Got a call from a friend. We love to see it. Oh, yay. Congratulations. Finished the 0 draft of your short story. That's so exciting. 712 words. Nice job. Killing it, man. We're all killing it today. Killing it this morning. I am almost done with chapter 20. So I've done like, 12 chapters on stream today, which I feel like that's pretty good. Like 4 chapters per sprint. Not a bad time, not a bad time. Rachel got 351. Very nice. We love to see it. That's okay. You can come in here. Everyone say hi, Clark. Oh, goodness. I heard him. I don't know if you could hear him, but he literally was in the doorway and he whispered, I need my water. Oh, my gosh. He's so funny. Chat saying hi. Hey. He said, hey. Oh, that's funny, funny, funny. That is quite a lot. But I'm still like, let me tell you something. My ADHD medicine and this iced coffee have linked up like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, and I'm feeling real productive today. So I'm really enjoying that feeling, and I'm riding that wave of motivation as long as I can. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying my best. Michaela revised a bit, trying to fix the grammar errors I pick up, as well as formatting with my page breaks and headers. Very nice, very important. All the chat saying hello to Clark. It's going well. Happy to have you here, JC Carpenter. I have been doing my read through of Project Terms and Conditions that I wrote back in November. And so far we are about 20 chapters out of 40. So we're about halfway through our read through, and I'm excited about it. So far it's going, like the last few chapters, I really didn't write a whole lot down because I was just like kind of into it. I was like, oh man, things are happening. Things are happening. And so it's really fun to go through and just see all the fun little surprises that I left for myself. You're right. He should have asked the ghost permission first. The ghost might have gotten it for him. You would have just seen like a water bottle levitating behind my head. Can you imagine? That would be wild. I would in fact be running out of this house if a water bottle just started floating midair. But friends, I do believe that is going to wrap up our stream today. I wasn't expecting to stream this long, but I'm so glad that I did because we made a lot of progress, and I'm going to keep that progress probably going off screen because my goal is to maybe try to finish this read through today. And at the pace I'm going, I think we can make that happen. I really do. On Nuke's top 5. That is so funny. But really quick before I go, because I am vlogging, if you would like to say hi to the vlog really quick before I go, I'm gonna start recording here in a moment. What time does this start? I need to know. And is there a specific channel that it will be on? Because I want to know. Okay, everyone, get ready to say hi, vlog. Ooh. I'm just recording at this point, so throw all those high vlogs. LOL. Clark made it to the stream. We love to see it. All right, friends. Well, it looks like there are some more streams happening later, and I don't know when or where they're happening, but I will be looking into it. Then I'm probably going to be next time I will be streaming. I'm going to probably try to do every Saturday, same time, because I really just enjoy a good Saturday morning writing time. It's my favorite. Oh, they started 2 minutes ago. Okay, well, everyone hop off of here and go to the Troublemaker stream, and I will be there literally in a few minutes because why not? Okay. But I'll be streaming same time next week. I'll probably post the stream at some point this coming week. If not this weekend, I'll go ahead and post it. I don't know. But Saturday morning for me, but it's 10 p.m. for you. That is wild. That's funny. Time zones are wild and crazy, but we love them. And I love getting to just work and write with people from all over. Like, it's so cool to me that literally we're all in different time zones, but we're all hanging out together like besties. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll